Hey there, Matt here. Welcome to day 15, or week 3, day 1 of The Artist's Way. This week we are focusing on recovering a sense of power, and there is a lot of good qualities, specifically emotions, that we go through this week and explore how they are really our allies, and we can use them as tools with a certain perspective. And so for this first day, we're approaching the emotion of anger. So bring to mind with me a moment that you were angry. Maybe this is recently because of how someone treated you, or maybe this is back when you were a wee lad or lass and maybe didn't get something you wanted. Whatever comes to mind, I would like us to invite this anger for a cup of tea. Because Julia points out that anger shows us where our edges are. Anger is meant to be listened to. Anger is meant to be respected. Anger is a map. Anger shows us where our boundaries are. Anger shows us where we want to go. It lets us see where we've been, and it lets us know when we haven't liked it. Anger points the way, not just the finger. In the recovery of a blocked artist, anger is a health sign. Nice, so we're going to dive into that, but first, you know what it is. Let's keep those morning pages going. Okay, so do you still have that moment in mind where you were really angry? I assume you're not angry right now. You wouldn't really be watching this. That's what's kind of interesting about anger too. It's really hard to see the anger when we're in it. See the gift that it is. See it for the friend that it is, or the potential friend that it can be. So rather than acting out with anger, today we are invited by Julia to act upon anger. Noticing when we're angry, what's there? What is the invitation? Instead of reacting, how can we respond in kind that offers a bit of ease to the quite valid and an insightful emotion of anger? I like how Julia says that anger is a tool, not a master. Used properly, it can be tapped into and drawn upon. So from this perspective, anger can be seen as a friend, truly. A very loyal friend, showing us where we're not yet free. Perhaps areas where we're still stuck. And that's totally okay. It's not necessarily something that we can always expect to get rid of. And yet, it is quite telling. And yes, while it is seemingly implausible to have this attitude of befriending the anger in the midst of a heated rage, we can all reflect back on times when we've thrown a hissy fit or a temper tantrum. Temper tantrum. Ha! I finally just got that. I always thought it was like some one made up word. Temper tantrum. That's hilarious. So maybe reflecting on these temper tantrums, we're in a bit more of a grounded place when we're not in the midst of the anger. And so when we're not in anger, perhaps it is the time to learn from our anger a little more, trusting that anger has our best in mind. And that's another great reason for the morning pages to kind of defuse and see where the invitation is with anger. So have fun playing with anger today, noticing what might come up for you. Very curious. Feel free to drop a comment below to share what comes through for you. And I am looking forward to seeing you tomorrow when we take a look at one of my favorite parts of The Artist's Way, at least the last time I went through it, synchronicity. So I am looking forward to tomorrow. Enjoy today. Peace and love. And sure, anger. You know, if we're having tea. Later, guys.